Good morning, students. Today we will start the further part of the chapter Air. Before starting the chapter, we have to recapitulate, remind the things which we have studied earlier. The subtopic which we had studied, structure of the atmosphere. Student, you know that the atmosphere is divided into 5 layers, and these are very easy, very convenient way to learn about the structure of the atmosphere, about the names. Very easy way you can learn it by using this term. 10 snakes moves towards the earth. 10 means troposphere, snakes stratosphere, moves mesosphere towards thermosphere, earth exosphere. Understand? So students, you know that troposphere is suitable for weather phenomena like rainfall, fog and hailstorm occur in this layer. You know that the range is 13 km. Afterward we are coming stratosphere. The range is 50 km, and stratosphere is suitable for flying aeroplane because this sphere is cloudless, and ozone layer, we can get ozone layer in stratosphere. Afterward mesosphere. Mesosphere, the range is 80 km. Meteorites burn in this layer on entering from the space. Afterward we are coming thermosphere. The range is 80 to 400 km, and this layer helps in radio transmission. The radio waves transmitted from the earth and reflected back to the earth by this layer. And last one is exosphere, the uppermost layer of the atmosphere, and this layer has very light gases, very thin air, light gases like helium, hydrogen that float in the atmosphere. So afterward we are coming to the subtopics which we will study here. Students, you know that because of decreasing insolation towards the poles, the poles are too cold and poles are covered with snow. Some of the weather instruments are: first is thermometer. Thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the body. Barometer is used for atmospheric pressure. Rain gauge is used to measure the amount of rainfall, and wind vane is used, shows the direction of the wind. Understand? Students, you know that if the earth's temperature rises too high, it would become too warm for some crops to grow. In cities you get that cities are more hot because of the high buildings, concrete, the buildings that are made with concrete, and the roads which are heated by tar. Understand? As you know that, students, the standard unit of measuring temperature is degree Celsius. Understand? And it has been invented by Anders Celsius. Students, you know that on 0 degree Celsius, water freezes on 0 degree Celsius and boils at 100 degree Celsius. Understand? Afterward we are coming, the next subtopic is air pressure. Understand, students? The next subtopic is air pressure. You will be surprised to know that the air above us presses us with a great force on our bodies. However, we don't even feel it. This is because the air presses us from all directions and our body exerts a counter pressure. We are pressurized by air from every side, but we don't feel it because our body also exerts counter pressure. Understand? Students, you know that as we go up to the layers of the atmosphere, from the layers of atmosphere, we will go towards the sky. Then what will happen? The pressure falls rapidly. The pressure falls rapidly. Understand? And the air pressure is highest at sea level. At sea level, you will feel more air pressure and decreases with height. As you go towards the sky, you will climb higher and higher on the mountain. You will feel that the air pressure will be decreases when you will go on the higher area, on height. Understand? Students, you know that in areas where temperature is high means that there is too hot. The air gets heated and rises. The temperature will be high, then air will be heated and the air will be go upside towards the sky and rises, and afterward this creates low pressure area. Low pressure is associated with cloudy skies and wet weather. Suppose that you know that if there will be high temperature, then air will be heated and rises, and when the air will be heated and rises, that will create low pressure area, and because of low pressure there will be cloudy skies and wet weather. Understand? And in areas having lower temperature means cold temperature, where you are getting lower temperature, the air will be cold. What is the reason behind it? Because the heavy air fills the gap and creates a high pressure area. Fills the gap, the air which fills the gap towards the earth, fills the gap in the lower pressure, where the temperature will be lower. On that time, what will happen? Heavy air fills the gap and high pressure is associated with clear and sunny sky. And there will be, what will happen? If the temperature will be lower, then there will be high pressure of air, because the air will be filled in the gap and there will be high pressure, and because of high pressure, what will happen? Clear sky, there will be clear and sunny skies. And the air always moves from high pressure area to low pressure area. Students, you know that on the moon there is no air, so the astronauts who go there, they take what? The astronauts who go there, they have to take air cylinder, special protective space suits with air, that are filled with air. And if they will not use such type of suits, air suits, their blood vessels will be burst because of the counter pressure of the body. Understand? Afterward we are coming, the next subtopic is wind. Understand, students? The next subtopic is wind. What is wind? Wind is the movement of air from a high pressure area to low pressure area is called wind. Students, you feel the wind. You feel wind when there will be dust will be flown, and in desert area you will feel on that time when sand will be flown by the air. On that time you can see. In hot days there will be heavy air, wind, and the wind will blow heavily. On that time you will get that some dust and particles and some things which are some other straws will be flown in the air, and you can see it and you can feel air only. Understand? Afterward we are coming, the three types of winds are: one is permanent wind, second is seasonal winds, and third is local winds. Permanent wind means that, suppose that the wind which flow regularly throughout the year. Suppose that the wind which blow from west direction, that will be known as westerly wind. Understand? Here in the figure, we will discuss here in the figure also. Afterward, seasonal winds. The winds change their direction in different season. For example, monsoon season in India. Understand? Afterward, we are coming local winds. The winds which flow only in particular period of a day or a year in a small area. Understand? For example, land and sea breeze. In land and sea area you will get breeze, cold and cold air you will get. And you have to know about Lu. In northern India, local wind of northern plains of India is known as Lu. So, three types of winds are: permanent winds that are blown throughout the year, easterly, westerly winds, we can give the name, and seasonal winds which blow only during the season, we can say that monsoon winds, and afterward local winds which blow only in particular area, particular time in the year. Suppose that Lu in northern plains, and in seas area you will get breeze and cold air. Understand? Afterward in this figure you will get that which type of winds are blown. In polar areas, polar easterlies, the winds is known as here polar easterlies, that blow from east to towards west. Understand? Afterward, prevailing westerlies. Prevailing westerlies means the wind which blow west to east. Understand? And north is trade wind. Trade wind is we can say that in this area, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, the winds will be known as what? Trade winds. North is trade wind, south is trade winds. Understand? Afterward we are coming prevailing westerlies, the winds which will flow from west to east. Understand? Polar easterlies, from polar area, the wind which will blow towards what? East to west. So by the figure we can know about the blowing condition of the wind. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.